don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'm tired of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what.
Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of High Top Sports. I am joined today by Mr. Nate Barbera. Appreciate you coming on here, man.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's an absolute blast. We're live from Gainesville, Florida, here at the Florida Gators Baseball Park. It's a vibe right now. It's buzzing.
Oh, yeah.
We got here just in time. I'm a little late. I had audio issues, but we're locked in. We're ready to rock and roll. So these are great events. I've been to a couple of these now, and each time I feel like they've gotten better and better and better. As you guys are continuing to grow and become, we were just talking before the show, each version that the Victorious continues to grow is just getting better and better.
Yeah, man, and look, I'm excited to have this event here for all of our fans, Gator fans, get to know the student athletes. I think we have 50 student athletes coming throughout the course of this event tonight, Operation Diamond Deck out here. I mean, talk about a cool experience. It's exposure that folks haven't gotten in the past, and it's a great way for people to get to know the people inside the helmet, the people behind the mask. Right, the guys and ladies who are making Gator sports go and win championships, and so it's really cool. What a fun experience.
No, absolutely. And again, guys, this is Nate Barbera, the CEO of Florida Victorious, and that's something that I talk about too. Obviously, I come on and I talk with you guys, and I like to promote the Victorious. But as a fan, getting to talk to the players, it becomes way more personal, right? When you're watching it just feels a lot different than it ever has in my past, because now I know these guys and I have a genuine conversation and connect with them.
It makes the highs that much higher.
Oh, but it makes the lows that much more.
No, I think it makes the lows a little bit less low, because when you know the guys and the ladies that are on the field doing what they're doing, and you know how bad they want it.
Sure.
You say, man, I want to do anything I can to help them.
It feels like a family member.
Yeah, you don't get ticked at them anymore. Like I don't, at least. It's like, and I know how hard they work.
Sure.
I know what they put in. I know what they've been through, what they go through.
Sure.
They're putting everything on the line. They want nothing more than to win for the Gators all the time, and that to me makes the highs so much higher, because when you see the Gators win, man, you know the joy that they're feeling.
Sure.
And it's so much more powerful. And that's what. I'm not going to focus on losing, because we win. That's what Gators do, man. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, look, I speak to that because Lorenzo Lingard is somebody I always go back to. We had him on. I worked out with him. Got to know him on a very personal level.
Yeah.
And just watching him run and just the passion, it's personal. It's like a family member out there on the football field.
Yeah. Lorenzo is awesome, too. He's such a good guy.
Yes.
I'm rooting for him in his new spot as well. We'll continue to.
Yes, and the Akron Zips, absolutely. But look, we got a great family with the Florida Gators. Now, let's talk about, obviously, the Florida Victorious and how you can get involved. I mean, we've got so many clubs now that you can be a part of. And right now, again, there's a lot of it going on. You guys are having the blackout merch for tomorrow. I saw there's some sweet polos going on,
man.
some sweet hats I'm going to have to get in. And also, we're doing a couple giveaways for the people that are here as well, right?
Absolutely. So, look, Florida Victorious is the proud NIL partner of the Gators. We have a ton of blackout gear. It's the first time in our history we've had black unis. We got to have the black gear, Florida Victorious. So check it out. It's on Alma Mater's website.
Okay.
They're our merchandise partner. They've been great to work with and doing a lot of really cool stuff. If you're coming into town tonight or tomorrow, stop by Alma Mater, pick up your gear, rock it, black it out tomorrow so we can beat the Hogs.
Use the code HIGHTOP for Alma Mater as well too. So we're teamed up with them. They put out some incredible stuff. Their gear, I love their gear. It's definitely it's fresh. It's good to go.
And it's Gainesville local, man.
Yeah.
Support local.
No, absolutely. And so that looked like a basketball player that just walked in. But we've got basketball players here tonight. Baseball players are here. I hear some coaches may stop by as well. That's what's being rumored.
Yeah, we've got women's basketball.
Okay.
We've got
softball,
and we've got gymnastics.
Oh, gymnastics is here as well too.
We just added a few members of the gymnastics team, so we're expanding. Florida Victorious is continuing to grow, right? Like we are. NIL, as everybody knows, has become such a major point of emphasis across college sports, but it's not just football and basketball. It impacts every sport.
Sure.
And so if we want to support the Gators and we want to see the Gators continue winning national championships in all the sports that we win in, NIL has to play a role. And so we have expanded. We're now working with, I believe it's 11 of the varsity sports at UF. So
wow, that's awesome.
We're moving quickly. We're doing everything we can to provide as much of an impact as we can, help the Gators win, and do it in a way that we're excited about.
Absolutely. And look, I think the biggest question you probably get a lot, we were talking before the show, and I had a buddy of mine go, hey, man, what do you think? Like, I haven't signed up. I was part of the old regime, but now I'm not quite sure how I feel about this new one. What are your thoughts on it? And he asked me, and I said, look, I think it's moving in the right direction. And the biggest question is how do you think it's impacting recruiting? I want to ask you that question now because I know we talked about it when you had you on a few months ago. How do you answer that now?
Well, I can tell you this. We do not get involved in recruiting in any way, shape, or form. That said, if we do a good job with our current student athletes,
sure,
then when the recruits come to campus and want to know if they're being taken care of, they know they're being taken care of. And I can tell you, I mean, you got to just look at the recruiting rankings.
Sure.
We're doing a great job. That's not just Florida Victorious. That's the coaching staff. Obviously, everything is working to pull together a class like that.
Sure.
But I can tell you that, I know that we are doing everything we can to offer the best opportunities to student athletes that are on campus at UF. And it's making a difference when the future athletes come onto campus and talk with the current guys to see how it's going.
Speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself.
Right.
They're our best sales reps.
That's true. They're happy customers, so they're able to pass that along and do all of that for you. Look, and I think, like you said, football's doing well, basketball recruiting's doing very well. People don't follow the baseball as such, the recruiting as intensely, but I know baseball. I mean, just coming off of a World Series appearance, they are not struggling by any stretch of having talent on the field.
That's right.
So
we have momentum in so many sports.
Yes.
And it's so fun to watch it build. I mean, look, football is a longer process. We all knew that. We all know that.
Sure.
But we can see it, right? You could see the recruiting class from last year, the recruiting class from this year, the amount of freshmen and young people who are getting time. It's building. It's building. It's building. It's going to be exciting to watch. We just all have to be patient and give it our support. And I know we're going to get where we need to go.
So to confirm nor deny, I may be overreaching here. You're saying that when the Gators win tomorrow, that we're going to sign them up with NIL Dodge deals like they did at Utah, right? That's what's in store.
Oh, you know a Dodge dealer, we'd love to. Absolutely.
Okay. We're working at that. I saw that. I was like, man, that's incredible. It's cool. I love it too for the athletes. Just how many opportunities have opened up. You see, I mean, across the college football landscape and just college sports in general, what it's been able to do for these athletes and for them to build their brand bigger than ever.
Yeah, it's a new industry, right? Everybody's testing it out, seeing what works, how it works, and across different campuses, across different schools and collectives, they're all testing different models, different ideas. And I will tell you, we've got some interesting ones up our sleeve as well. We're working on.
Cool.
Excited to continue to help with the evolution of the NIL space to create exciting opportunities for student athletes. And like you said, it's just going to keep getting bigger, and people are coming up with creative and exciting ways to use the name, image, and likeness of student athletes to help promote businesses, to help promote charities, to have awesome fan events. It's just going to continue to build. And so as we build this community that supports our Gators and helps them win, it helps us get the best teams on campus and national championships galore.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Look, I mean, we're like you said, we're in a little bit of a rhythm of momentum. Baseball was there, golf was there, softball's always extremely competitive. Track and field, I mean, they're dominant. Yeah, absolutely. And gymnastics,
1/10 of a point away. I mean,
it's moving in the right direction. But I want to ask too, just kind of how can people? There's different programs that you guys offer. I saw a gentleman walked in, he had the 96 Club on his shirt, and that's an incredible program that you guys offer. But talk about the other ones and kind of what makes that so special as well too for people when they sign up.
Well, I'll tell you this. Our goal is to have something for every Gator fan.
Okay.
Because UF is huge, right? We have 500,000 living alumni, millions of fans. We live in one of the most populous states in the country that is very successful economically. We have the flagship university in the state, right? So if everybody gets behind the Gators and just does what they can do, just what they can do, nothing more, nothing less, just do what you can do, we will be unstoppable. Like, we cannot be stopped. We have the numbers behind us. What that means is that we build opportunities for people to contribute at whatever level they can. So we have a $15 a month membership. For that, you get access to these types of awesome events.
Okay.
You get access to our insider content that we have on our website. You get access to merch and other things like that. Up to the $25 a month membership, where you get access to our message board. On the $96 a month membership, you get the 96 Club Polo. $96, it's a credit card bill a month. A cell phone bill a month.
Yeah.
It's a cell phone bill a month.
Sure.
I mean, it's not nothing for sure, but it's a cell phone bill a month. Is it worth a cell phone bill a month to watch the Gators win? To me, it is.
Sure.
And that's the way I think about that. If you think about this, we have 12,000 season ticket holder accounts at UF, right? These are people who have 2, 4, 8, 16 tickets, season tickets for the Gators. If all 12,000 season ticket holders were members of the 96 club, we'd have the best NIL program in the country. That's all it takes. We just need every hardcore Gator to be a 96 club member. We do that, we win.
And when you say it like that, it shouldn't be that hard to wrangle in. And there's a lot of, just besides giving it to the program, you're getting the shirt. There's hats that are coming out.
Yeah.
I know there's probably like a dinner for Spurrier as part of that.
So we have a shirts and a visor. We have an exclusive event for all 96 club members every year at Spurrier's restaurant with the head ball coach himself, a bunch of members of the 96 team. We did it actually already this year at the day after the Tennessee game. We did a brunch after the Tennessee game, celebrated the win.
Good,
had a great time.
Great win.
Yeah, man. And now we're moving forward. It'll be next season. We'll have our next one, and we were hoping to blow it out.
Awesome. And also, too, you can use the code HIGHTOP when you sign up for any of those tiers, and you get a special promo on your first month off. So be sure to sign up. It's an incredible event. And again, I had one of my buddies. He was coming here for the Arkansas game, and I go, bro, go pay for a damn ticket and become a member and use the code HIGHTOP. And now he's here.
That's it, man.
You got to strong arm him a little bit.
It just takes everybody who knows a Gator to talk to their Gator friends about it. Everybody's going to go tailgate tomorrow. You're going to be tailgating with 20, 30 people. If 20, 30 people pull out their phones, type in FloridaVictorious.com and join, use the code HIGHTOP, and you join, we will win.
Sure.
That is how this happens. So
how do you feel about tomorrow? Let's talk a little football before I let you go. How are we feeling about the Arkansas game?
Feel good, man.
Feel good?
Feel good. Look, this is Arkansas. They are a good team.
Sure.
They're a good team. They've been in a lot of close games.
Sure.
That said, I think we have what it takes to beat them, and I think it's because of our personnel and our team. We've got a very different culture and feel in our organization this year.
Sure.
There's no give up on the Gators team. They fight, they scratch and they claw. They did it against South Carolina. They'll do it again against Arkansas. Whatever it takes. I'm confident we're going to come out with a win. I
speak to a lot of the, close people that are connected with Victorious, and I always like to ask, kind of just working with Coach Billy and that staff, and again how special that is. And it's just, talk to me about that, kind of just your relationship, because it's always a cool insight to see. We see the Billy on the press conference, and we understand kind of how he operates. He's very even keel, very organized, but one-on-one, how is he?
Exactly the same.
Okay.
But a great guy. We've had the really good fortune to get to know Coach Napier. He's an awesome person, an awesome human being, a great father. I don't know how he makes time for everything that he makes time for. He's a very busy guy, but very impressive. The level of detail, the level of exactness, the level of process and accountability that he holds himself to is next level. That's what you need, obviously, if you're going to be able to hold other people to that level. You hold yourself to the highest standard, and he does that day in and day out. It's been fun getting to know him too.
I bet.
Look, at the end of the day, this is his first time leading a major college program. This is my first time ever doing anything like this. So we're all kind of learning together.
Yeah. We've got a bunch of young, just motivated, I would say entrepreneurs, just very driven, just men and women that are taking over, kind of taking that new turn into Florida sports, into athletics, into education. That's what it feels like. We kind of are turning a new leaf over, which is exciting. I feel like every face that is in front of those organizations or teams are fantastic people, and I love where we're headed.
That's been the best part of all of this. I've been around this now for almost a year and a half, and every single Gator coach has just been awesome.
Yeah.
Every single one I've gotten the opportunity to meet have just been such great. They're good people first, and they care about their teams first and the players first, come what may on the field. But I believe if you put all of that first, you care about the person, you care about education, you care about helping them succeed, the results on the field will come. That level of care you can't fake.
Sure.
You can't fake it. And everybody sees that.
I think it was a great compliment to Billy, too, when I said, hey, who is it? He's like, it's the same person, right? And that's to run through and through. When I see him on the TV, I know that off the screen it's just the same person. And then it makes it easy for him when he is the same person, too, I'm sure.
Absolutely.
But like Nate, this is incredible. It's starting to get really thick in here. This is probably one of the busier ones that I've seen. You can't see behind you here, but
we got a great turnout.
This is a fantastic turnout. Like I said, they're getting bigger and bigger, and this is an incredible setup. This is the first time that I've been to the ballpark. You've done this before, right?
Yes. Well, so we as Florida Victorious had not done this before.
Okay.
The predecessor organization had an event in this facility before.
Okay,
so
understood.
This is my first time actually up here running this or being part of this event. I can't take credit for running. Jen Grosso, she's our fearless leader on the
she's
on the
incredible
fan experience side, and she's just done a great job and she managed all this. I take zero credit for this.
And kind of talk a little bit too before you go, just about the nonprofits that the Victoria is teamed up with.
Look, and when you think about what we're doing, I like every aspect of Florida Victorious. We work with companies and corporate sponsorships. We work with the fans and have these types of awesome events. But if there's one thing I like the most, it's the nonprofit work that we're doing. We work with 12 charities today and more to come in and around Gainesville to make a difference in the community. Our student athletes go out every month. We have 20-plus events every single month with our student athletes going into the community, doing meaningful service work. They're not going there just kissing babies and shaking hands. They're going out there. They're packing boxes at the Bread of the Mighty Food Bank. They're serving food at the Ronald McDonald House. They're helping build a house at the Habitat for Humanity. They're making a difference in the community. And then they're taking that experience and they're making real, meaningful social media posts. You guys watch on Twitter, on Instagram, etc., or X, I guess I should call it.
I can't. I'm with you. I can't get behind that either. So we're in the same boat here.
They're making these posts, and what it's doing is it's creating an impact on the community. So we know that, for example, there was a social media post that one of our players made last month that drove half of the traffic to the Habitat for Humanity's website for the entire month. One post from our student athlete drove half the traffic for the entire month. Talk about an impact.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we can do.
Not just what he already did, but then to go even further. And look, it takes, 2 seconds to make a social media post. But these guys, I mean, look, the players here, we love them and we appreciate and respect their opinion. So. And
they're making a difference. They're using NIL for good. Right?
Sure.
Like, NIL is a thing. It's here. It's not going away. It's a thing. And so what better way to use NIL than to make a difference in the community?
Yeah.
Help people who need help.
That's the biggest thing I think I love what Billy's doing and what you guys are doing with the NIL is that, look, we're creating not just, athletes on the field, but great young men off the field and young women off the field as well, too, with these organizations.
Look, we got great people to work with, too. I mean, that's the other really cool part. The players, the student athletes that come to UF, they're awesome people.
Yeah.
Like, we've had such a good experience working with, now to date, we've worked with over 200 student athletes.
Wow.
Bar none, it's just been awesome.
They're a blast.
Good young men and women who are figuring things out, working their tails off, and they care about nothing more than this right here. Like, that's their number one goal at the end of the day, to help the Gators win.
Absolutely. Well, Nate, this has been a pleasure, man. I really appreciate you stopping by.
Oh, thank you.
And chit-chat, getting to meet you in person. We had you on the show when you first took over, so this is great. And to see, again, kind of this start to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger is really fun.
It's going to keep growing. We just need everybody's help. That's it. That's the end of the day. That's what it takes. If all of Gator Nation gets on board, we will be unstoppable. And
I know for you, you mentioned the behind-the-scenes content. One of those you guys interviewed Mertz after the big game against South Carolina, which was behind the wall, right?
That's right.
Because I messaged Jen, I was like, "Hey, how can I get Mertz on the show?" And she's like, "Oh, we're going to use him." I was like, "Fair enough." He was the hot man on campus. Everyone wanted to pick his ear. I want to hear what he had to say.
That's right. And look, that's part of what we can offer, right? We have some cool insights, some insider access, and at the end of the day, we give people a glimpse into who these young men and women are, who these people are, right? And like I said, it makes you want to cheer for him that much harder, man. Like when you see Graham get sacked out there, you're like, oh, I hurt worse.
Sure.
I hurt worse, man. You're like, God,
such a good guy.
He's a good dude. Man.
Yeah, he's so cool. Gator Nation has fell in love with him, to say the least.
So they should.
They should. Yes.
As with everybody on that team, man. We're really fortunate. We got a big game tomorrow.
Yes.
Excited about it. I mean, I'm confident. I think we're gonna pull it out.
I feel good about it as well.
I don't know that I think it's going to be fairly tight, but we're going to pull it out. We got the heart of a champion, this team does.
Yeah, are y'all doing anything big for the Florida State game? That game will also be at home?
We'll have our tailgate.
Okay.
Given it's the Thanksgiving weekend, we're not going to do anything massive for that. But who knows? Things can always change.
Okay. Well, Nate, sir.
Thank you for having me on.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you for having me here as well, too, and continue you guys invite me back.
Go Gators, baby.
Go Gators, absolutely, man.
Beat the Razorbacks.
Thank you, Nate. Well, boys and girls, happy to have all of you guys here. Be sure to smash the like button. Good to see all of you here. Again, shout out to Nate Barbera and the Florida Victorious for allowing me to be here. Yeah, if you want to, yeah. Whoever is fine. Nope, I'm not picky here. Again, it's very crowded. Shout out to Mike Bozeman, by the way, boys and girls. I am a doofus and left my cord, which was the audio connection, and thankfully he had the cord. He brought 4 cords up. We didn't know what I needed, and it was the right one. So, saved the day. I was slipping. I blame Holly. You know why I blame Holly? Because the Florida-Georgia game, he packed up. He helped me pack up, and I'm not very organized, to say the least. But Steve messed it up. Now, he was helping me, which is rare, but it was his fault. So, next time you guys see him, we're going to roast about his forehead, of course, and then obviously making me lose my gear. So it's in my room. I remember seeing it. I just didn't think that it was this because I put it all in one bag. But be sure to smash the like button, boys. It's a beautiful night here. The weather is perfect. It's a breezy day. Everyone was kind of worried about the noon game tomorrow, being at noon, wearing all black. I think it's going to be fantastic. So it's like a high of 76. If you've got this overcast like it's been all day, it's going to be a beautiful, breezy little day, boys and girls, if you're watching that football game. Might be a little bit chilly at times. So it's going to be some good stuff here. I think they're getting a basketball. Okay, fantastic. We're going to have a basketball player coming up. They have their first game on Monday. Will Richard, how you doing, man? I don't want to stand up. I don't want to be show that I'm taller than you. Yeah, just throw that on. Yeah. I would stand up, but I don't want people to see that I was taller than you, so I don't want to. Will Richard, how you doing, man? I'm Sheldon from High Top Sports.
So nice.
Appreciate you coming on here, man. So, listen, we got about 100 people in here plus watching us live, so be careful what you say. No, I'm just kidding. You guys get your first game on Monday, right? How we feeling, man?
Feel excited. Ready to go out there and put on a show. I feel good about our team, so I can't wait.
That's good. I mean, I've been seeing the clips, I've been seeing the dunks. I mean, the energy is there. You guys are playing some orange and blue games just the other night, right?
Yep, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who won?
My team won. It was me, Walt, Riley, Micah, and Caius.
Okay.
Yep.
So what position do you play?
I'm shooting guard, small forward.
Okay.
Yep.
And so how many points did you have last night?
Probably like 4. We only played 8 minutes. So
okay.
We didn't play a lot. So, yeah.
So listen, man, what are going to be the biggest challenges for you guys into this next season?
For us, it's just staying focused, just staying healthy. I mean, we got a good group of guys. We got a deep team. So
sure.
Just staying focused and just enjoying day by day and not worrying about the future, just trying to win every day.
I'm really excited about this team coming this year, and the recruiting has been extremely hot this past this offseason as well. Some good recruits coming in, and then obviously going into next season as well. We're excited to get basketball back to the golden ages.
Oh, yes, sir. We're going to get it back this year.
So talk to me about that. I mean, obviously I'm sure you were much younger during that time, but how has that been preached to you just about the history? Has that been a thing to getting it back to that old standard?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely want to get it back to where it was. I mean, we had Billy D come through, and he talked to us, and just
really good Billy Donovan.
Yeah, he came down here and talked to us when the TBT team was down here. So just hearing how he talked about things and how the team was and just what the mentality was that they had, it definitely inspired us and stuff. And then we have Torian already on staff, so just being around him every day, you can see like why they were that good and why they did what they did. That
is too cool. I think Gator fans are going to love to hear that because there's always a big question mark with other sports like, hey, why don't we tap into that championship dynasty, right, of those players, those coaches? Yeah. And they don't have to come back and coach, right, but bring them in. Yeah. And that's I didn't know that Billy came and talked to you guys.
Yeah, Billy came, Joakim Noah came, Corey Brewer was
really?
Down here. So, yeah, those guys are coming through. Chandler Parsons. Those guys are coming through, pouring into us. So.
That is awesome. I mean, that's a hell of a group of guys to be able to listen to. Joakim Noah, I mean, absolute dog of a player. Sure. Corey Brewer, Chandler Parsons. Guys had great NBA careers as well, too. Yep. And so, look, I mean, that's something, too, with NIL, which is why we're all here today. How has that been for you just as a college athlete?
For me, it's definitely helped, but I like what Florida Victorious is doing because it's a way for me to give back to the community. So just being involved in community in Gainesville and just giving back to what they've done for me. They brought me in. It's feel like a family feel, so – It's been huge for me. Talk
about that a little bit. We were talking with Nate just a minute ago about your connection with the nonprofits. How what are some things that you have been involved with?
So like for me, we'll go to elementary schools. We'll volunteer, go through like daily activities with them. We could go to YMCA, just do certain events with them, and then we went to like a food bank and package food for kids and stuff like that are in need and stuff like that. So it's just different ways to give back. Sure, and it kind of make sure you appreciate what's going on as well too. Yeah.
Do you guys have a set? I know. Gators have worn the black jersey. I mean, football is kind of new with it. Do you guys have any special unis planned out for this year? Has that even been talked about?
Yeah, we got 3 different new jerseys. So
really, okay.
Yeah, we got a new white one, new blue one, and a new black one, I think.
So, okay,
and a new orange one. So 4 new ones. So definitely.
Can you give us any hints to what makes them special?
I just say they look good and they're different than what we've had in the past. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to wearing all those.
I think basketball, you guys get away with having just cooler uniforms. Football, they kind of try to. I mean, it's when you're going to get a uniform, it's only 16 games, so it's different. But basketball, obviously the goal is going to be the big dance,
For sure.
right? SEC championship. How's that game plan been? How's with Coach Golden? What's the mindset? How's he's been there before?
Yeah, he has.
With his what was his San Francisco team?
Yeah.
But team before that. So talk to me kind of how he's been able to drive you guys to get in there.
Oh, Coach Golden, he's just pushing us every day. I mean, we're trying to win every day. We're coming in, just trying to be consistent, improve every day. I mean, we're always working on something new that we can improve on, and just staying together, knowing that it's going to take all of us to get to where we want to get. So just knowing that it's together and we're going to have chemistry and we're going to come out there and compete every day.
And what class are you?
I'm a junior.
So you're a transfer then?
Yep. I transferred after my freshman year at Belmont.
Okay, Belmont. Okay. So you're leader of the class then right now.
I feel like I'm the leader of the team, so I'm trying to do my job on and off the court as well.
Because I mean, Castleton, I feel like he was kind of the big dog last year. So you're taking over then, taking the reins over then.
Yes, sir.
So if we're struggling, I'm gonna call you then.
Put it all on me. I'll take the blame for that. I'll take the blame for sure.
Are you guys captain on your jersey, or is it?
Yeah, I think I will. Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's gonna be exciting. And you guys play Loyola,
Maryland. Yep.
Loyola, Maryland, and then Virginia Tech on Friday.
Virginia
on Friday, and then it's.
And I think we have FAMU after that.
FAMU, that's right. When's the first SEC play then? So you got some time.
First SEC won't be till probably January. Yeah.
Okay, we got some time.
Yeah, probably January or late December.
Okay, late December. Yeah, it's weird how basketball works. So get off to a hot start then.
Oh yeah, definitely planning on starting off hard.
Good. Get into it. Do you guys have any preseason rankings? Do you know if that has came out yet for you guys?
We are. I think we were like 7th or 8th in the SEC poll, and then we were unranked in top 25. But we like that. We like being overlooked and stuff like that. So we're gonna come in and prove everybody wrong.
I love that. I love that. And obviously, I mean, just being a Jordan school, that's got to be pretty cool. I mean, you guys get some cool gear, some cool Jordans this off season.
Yep, means a lot. We definitely get a lot of good gear. For sure.
Well, man, I appreciate it. I'll get you back to talking with everybody, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know where they can find you, though, on social media so they can keep up with you during off season.
It's Will RXCH on Instagram, Twitter, all that. So.
Okay, are you active on there?
A little bit.
It's tough, man. You guys are
not too active, but I'll be on there every now and then.
You're busy. And what are you going to school for? What's your degree?
Sports management.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if basketball is going to work out, but just in case something happens, what's your plan with that sports management degree?
I want to do like operations or marketing for our NBA front office.
Okay.
Yep.
Fantastic. We got Clifford. He worked in the NBA, so pick his brain for sure. Favorite NBA team before you go?
Warriors. I like the way they move it out the ball. I like the way they shoot it. So.
Favorite player then?
Klay Thompson.
Okay, I was like, it's got to be on. So, are you okay with Jordan Poole being on his way?
Yeah.
Time.
We good.
He's looked a little.
He's looked a little wild.
He'll
get it going at some point though.
No, man, the Golden State. It's a fun team to watch. They definitely encompass a team atmosphere. You have to respect what they've been able to do, building the team out of the draft and staying that long. But Will, man, hey, absolute pleasure. This has been great. I don't want to stand up and embarrass you.
You
so.
good? I appreciate you.
See you, man. Thanks again, man. Oh, you're good, man. Awesome talk there with Will Redshirt from the basketball team, man. Yeah. Women's basketball? Okay. Aaliyah? Okay, fantastic. We got women's basketball coming up next. Be sure to smash the like button, boys and girls. Happy to have all of you here. I just saw Clifford Taylor walking around. He's over there saying, hey, everybody. Aaliyah is coming up next from the women's basketball team. They've got some cool sneaks on, dude. See, this is the only thing I think I got to work out with Jen and Nate on Florida Victorious. You know, like a sponsorship, like a Jordan sponsorship with this, because I feel like I got to get some gear. You know what I mean? I got to be looking fresh. She's got the Jordan low tops with the I don't know what that print is. I was checking the shoes out. Aaliyah, how are you? I was just telling them, the people. We got over 100 plus people in here. You can't even hear me. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Then I was like, I need to get me a Jordan deal because you guys are looking fresh in your Jordan gear.
Oh, I need one too.
Like, so is this your own or is this for team?
No, this is team gear.
This is team gear.
Yeah, team issued.
So what? I was trying to tell them what shoe it is. They can't see it, but you're gonna pull it up. What number is that? And what's
I think these are ones low.
The low dunks?
Yeah.
Okay. So
not dunks, but these are like the ones just cut low.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
they got the.
We're not playing in those though.
No.
Okay. Well, what do we? So when's game one?
Game 1 is November 6th.
So Monday too. You're playing
5:30.
Playing Monday with the same boys. So you must be playing away then.
No, we play before them.
Oh, you play before them.
Yep.
Okay.
Doubleheader.
Playing the same team? Loyola?
No, different team.
Okay. Who y'all
Yeah.
playing?
We're playing North Florida.
North Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. The Ospreys?
Yes.
That's where I'm from St. Augustine, Jacksonville area. I'm a Gator, so
okay, yeah. Go
but
Gators.
they got a good team though.
They do. I actually know a girl. She played in the DMV. She's like a well-known lefty.
She gonna get dunked on come Monday though, right?
She is for sure.
The top, what position do you play? What year are you? All that good stuff.
I'm a point guard, class of 2023. I'll be graduating in December.
Okay, so you're a
December
senior. So you're the leader of the squad then.
Yes.
Okay.
This is my 4th year on the court, my 5th year in the classroom, and I'm from Washington D.C. I'm the head of the snake. I do every and all things.
Yeah. No, the point guard is something special.
Yeah.
They're fun to watch. So aspirations, WNBA.
For sure, I want to be a pro.
So who's been looking at you? You've been talking. Can you tell us who you've been talking
We're
to?
not allowed to talk to anybody until you like fully forego your eligibility.
Really?
And I
Okay.
have this year and next year left. So it's actually, I haven't even been thinking about it. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time and get as good as I can be.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
what's the goals for the women's basketball team this year? What give the fans at home what to look forward to for women's basketball?
Our team is very gritty. We're very talented, and I think that a lot of people are they're gonna think that we're low down and we're not good enough, but we're just gonna be one of those sneaky opponents in the SEC that just sneak up and get you every time.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And with the head of the snake leading the charge. Good stuff. So talk about the Florida Victorious a little bit, what it's mean for you and how it's, so you've been here before the NIL.
Yeah.
So you've experienced pre-NIL and after NIL.
Yeah.
Can you kind of talk about that just the difference between that?
So, even with the NIL coming in, I kind of didn't really pay it any mind because it's kind of harder for student athletes who don't have as big as a fan base or like a lot of social media,
Sure.
a lot of followers and things like that. It can be kind of hard. But I think it's special here what they're doing with Florida Victorious because instead of just doing one person on the team, they do the entire team.
Got it.
So it's like all of us have the opportunity to do the same things, and we can do it together and just bring people along with us, and I think that's pretty cool. But it's just like community service, getting out in the community, letting people know that we're more than just basketball players. We want to help the community and uplift anybody that we can. So
Sure.
that's just where we are right now.
No, that's a good point too with the NIL because when it first originally started, the idea was like that's what kind of everyone said. Just the big players are gonna reap from this. But thankfully, Florida Victorious is making it so look, no, all these athletes should get a piece of the pie,
Yeah.
which is fantastic that everybody's able to be involved with it and get to experience the NIL and also be a part of the nonprofit organization.
For sure,
What are
yeah.
some cool organizations you've been a part of?
I'm not sure. I've done like little things. I just did one with Dime Life.
Okay.
It's like collegiate gear. We have our jerseys here with the university. I just got one with JBL, but
Okay.
yeah, I have something coming from my teammates. Don't tell them that. I hope nobody on here is going to
Something
tell any of
coming
them
for
that.
them from.
Yes.
Okay.
So-
Little Christmas present or early Christmas present?
Early Christmas
Okay.
present. Yeah.
I'm
something
on the team too.
Yeah, something special for the team. We've been working hard all summer. They deserve it, man. I want every
Cool.
last one of my teammates to know what it feels like to get that love.
Yeah.
They deserve it. So just trying to do something special. But I've done that. I'm going to do the CVS deal that they have for the University of Florida athletes on
Okay.
Sunday. And then I do Florida Victorious and a couple other ones. They're pretty small, but I don't remember the name of them right off the top of my head.
No
but,
worries.
like, just little small things here and there.
Sure.
But it's been fun. It's hard. I'll tell you that. It's hard.
Getting those deals and working that.
Yeah,
It's a business, right?
Yes.
I mean, in a way, you're an entrepreneur now, right?
Yeah.
Because you have to represent yourself and understand, like, hey, do I want to work with this brand? Do I want to be associated with it? And then when you are associated with it, you got to remember that, okay, I got to talk about it. I got to do these things.
Exactly, and then it's like how you brand a brand that's already big. Like, how do I do that? They don't know me,
Yeah.
So it's just trying to figure out the best way, like, okay, what can I do different from all the other athletes that they already gave gear to or did this, that, and the third for. So it makes you think. It's pretty tricky. It's not as easy as just you do the deal, take the picture, get the money. No, you have to think about what you're going to do for the deal.
Sure.
Do it. Then they'll tell you, okay, I like this, I don't like that. You got to do it again. So
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
And look, what's great about that, though, is NBA or WNBA's aspirations, right? You're going to be working with that. I mean, even bigger deals eventually once you're running in WNBA. So it's a great practice run, even though it's real,
Yeah.
right? But I mean, I think at this time you can make it. There's a mistake to be made. It's going to be now, and I think that's also the great thing about the NIL because you hear about so many athletes going to pro, and it's just you go from being this kid locked in, and then now all of a sudden you have to be an adult overnight.
exactly.
Now there's a small transition, which is fantastic because college is supposed to prepare you for the real world. Unfortunately, they don't teach about taxes or any of those good
They
stuff.
don't. Taxes.
Hey.
That'll get you.
You know, hey,
Yeah.
hey, you want to talk about a snake, okay?
Yeah.
That'll come up from out of nowhere, so you got to be careful. Tell me, so the WNBA's just finished. Back-to-back, the Vegas, they won back-to-back.
Yep.
Did you watch?
Yep.
Who were you going for?
I'm not going to lie. I was rooting for New York.
Okay, why?
I don't know. I just felt like their team was kind of different. And, like, the Aces, they were bound to win. Like, they had every piece that they needed to go and win a championship. And I just felt like, well, New York kind of came in at the end and gave them a run for their money. So I'm
Sure.
like, okay, maybe they're going to do something different.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm going to go with New York. But, I mean,
Going
the Aces are – that's a squad.
Going back-to-back is tough.
That's tough.
That is tough to say.
That's tough.
They look poised to do it again, to be honest with
Like
you.
the best of the best going back-to-back. That's scary.
And then
I'm scared.
They're not going anywhere.
Anywhere.
So I do want to talk a little bit about the women's NCAA tournament last year.
Yeah.
It was a blast. I didn't even watch the men's Final Four. I was all in on the women's Final Four.
Yes.
We
love that.
It was way better. I was like, this is the best. This is incredible. How was that for you, just being part of that? And you obviously weren't playing, but watching that and kind of what it just did for the sport, it had to have been something incredible, right?
I mean, that was fantastic. Even if it wasn't you, it wasn't me, like over 9 million people were watching that game.
Unreal.
That's crazy.
That was so fun.
If 9 million people can watch that game, think of how many people are going to be watching this year.
Right?
They are going to be tuned in.
Right.
On November the 6th, everybody's going to be at their TV like, hey, they're playing. Like, I know people are buying multiple TV screens at this point because, I mean, college women's basketball it's as exciting as it's going to get.
We talked about it because, look, what's made college sports in general so great is you build up and then you have that run of the juniors or seniors. Men's basketball is getting away from that. It's one and done.
It's one and done.
You don't really you're not building a culture, you're not building a team. Women's basketball isn't like that at all. So you still have that, what made college basketball and just college sports in general great. And you saw that last year with women's basketball, and I was like, I'm ready for this season for women's basketball just to see if LSU, are they going to be competitive again? Obviously South Carolina, obviously our Gators to make an upset because look, the SEC is tough.
It's tough.
You got the Cox, the Lady Vols,
but everybody has a team.
Everyone has a team.
It's any man's game, any woman's game. Excuse me.
I was like,
any woman's game. Like,
no.
You never know. Day in and day out, it's a fight, but
it's the SEC though. That's what it is. That's why you come play here, right? To play with the best.
To play with the best.
So that's
and against the best.
Absolutely.
To be the best.
Aaliyah, this has been a pleasure.
Thank you.
This
so
has
much
been an
for
absolute blast.
me.
I can't wait to see women's basketball kick some ass and take some names this year.
Yes,
like
please.
I said, we're gonna make 10 million this year easily.
10 million.
Watching. It's gonna be probably the most watched once again. I don't doubt it one bit.
I'm excited. Let's do it.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Go Gators.
Go Gators.
All right, boys and girls. Free Palestine says, sold my ticket because it's at noon. It's going to be a beautiful day here, guys. It's breezy. I just cut myself here. Got a little blister there. That was awesome. They're talking with Aaliyah there with the Florida Gators women's basketball team. She was awesome. And this was what's cool. This is what Nate was just talking about. Like, they all have a personality. They're all just fun and electric and energetic, and they're kids, right? At the end of the day, like I say that I'm old now. I can say that now. I'm 30, right? I can call them kids. I think. I mean, they're young adults, right? I don't mean kids in a disrespectful way, obviously. But man, it's a beautiful day here at the Florida Victorious event at the Gators baseball park. Be sure again, guys. I mean, if you're not signed up, sign up. Use the code HIGHTOP. You heard Nate talk about what it's doing for baseball. I was looking at a baseball player. Just for recruiting in general. And I should have asked her what her thoughts on the game tomorrow. Obviously, they're all Gators. They're all dialed in and ready to go. Feeling pretty good there. Got Clifford Taylor there, my man. Let's go. Sign him up, baby. Clifford. What's up, big dog? How are you, my man? Well, put the headset on. Put the headset on. You got some gear? Put the headset on. I can't hear you.
I mean, I spent like $200 on it, and then I turned and saw the little raffle stand. I was like, I could have won that for free, but it's fine. I'll just get this to my parents. This is
Can I
fine.
see?
Yeah,
Can I pick through here? Did you get a hat? I wanted to see the hat.
I got 2 of them.
Son.
Yeah.
Son, I got to get one of these. Hopefully they don't run out. This
yeah,
one's,
I was going back and forth between those, and I was just like, I'll just get both.
yeah, these are clean, boys. I mean, the all black. You're rocking the all black.
Oh yeah.
How we feeling, big dog? It's been a while, man. I want to say I'm proud of you, man. I've been seeing you kick ass and take names on social media, man.
Yeah.
I know you had kind of just your year anniversary of going through some stuff. I don't even talk about it, but I'm proud of you, man. I see you pretty open about it, so it's cool, man.
It's crazy. Also, I did not realize the view of the stadium was right there. That's crazy.
It's beautiful.
I never noticed that.
This park is beautiful.
Yeah,
Absolutely beautiful.
It is, yeah.
You going to the game tomorrow?
Oh yeah, no, I got season tickets this year, man.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. Row 1, Spike Lee Energy. So yeah.
Spike.
Yeah. So yeah, I got
Spike Lee Energy.
Yeah.
Oh, he not playing no games then.
Yeah.
How about that Tennessee game though?
Oh man, so it was crazy. So a lot of my teammates, they said they were going to be on the sideline for that game, and I told them, I was like, y'all got that. When it's like Tennessee and like the Florida States and Yale, I want to feel it in the stands.
Sure.
Like granted, it's great on the sidelines, but the stand, it's just a different energy. And he took it to the end zone, in the end zone that I was sitting in. So like when he broke that tackle, so the bleachers are kind of small, so I kind of fell a little bit, but I got back up because the adrenaline. But yeah, when he took that thing to the crib, like I lost my voice like instantly. So yeah, no,
you're right there then.
Yeah, no, I was like right there, row 1. Yeah, section like 23. Yeah, I was like right there.
That's awesome.
Right there. So, yeah, no, it's been great, man. I mean, I think it's really like warming to see like Graham do what he does.
Yeah.
Like I remember like when he first got here, everybody was like
down.
Like this ain't it. And I'm like, everybody take a beat, man. Like look at like Joe Burrow, look at Jayden Daniels, like look at all these other quarterbacks that panned out, given a second chance. And I'm like, y'all gotta tighten up, man. And I know people lost it when he got 15, but I'm like, listen, man, with great power comes great responsibility, and he's doing his thing. So, and I've actually had the chance to talk to him like a little bit. Gave him some GOD too, which was cool. But yeah, like he's really well spoken, mature guy, and he's just a real. He's about his game. He's about his game.
Come on, GOD.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Hey, y'all see it. There you go.
Yeah. I love it. So talk to him. You spoke with Graham, and he is a super chill dude, man.
Yeah.
And he's great. And look, I think more than likely he should come back next year if we don't scare him off.
Yeah. So I didn't realize he had another year.
Yeah.
He had another year. So I think that'll be good for DJ because it gives him a chance to be
for
sort
sure.
of like the 1-2 punch. Not saying it'll be like League.
Like League Tebow? No. You can say it. We've been saying it.
But yeah, like to a degree. So, but my thing is this, because it's like nowadays with like NIL and all that stuff, I'm going to need these guys to put that pen to paper. Because I done seen it happen too many times when people say they're 1,000% committed, and then on signing day, they throw that hat away and, I don't know, commit to somewhere like Jackson State, Travis Hunter. So I just need them to put that pen to paper. I told Miles Graham, too, I was like, I'll get you your GOD. But you gotta put that pen to paper first, and then I'll give it to you. So Miles, you know what to do.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
Look, I think if that's what everyone keeps saying, this class is gonna flip. But this class seems locked in more than ever. Could we lose one or two? Maybe,
sure.
But we're gonna reel in one or two as well too. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
panic. I feel good about this class being solidified and locked in. Obviously, just like LG McCray, number 1 defensive lineman in the class.
Don't cut, man. It's crazy because he's from Daytona, and my dad, he's a homer. So my dad was born and raised there. He's like, let me see if I know McCray. And I was like, Dad, I promise you don't know. I promise. You don't know everybody in Daytona, but he swears he does. But,
And we'll go getting the recruits here. There's going to be a ton here this week. Hey, Jeremiah Smith's going to be here. If you don't mind throwing him some GLD prior. Look, hey, throw whatever you got at him, okay?
Yeah. I was actually, when I was getting a lift in the facility this morning, I think I overheard them say it was going to be like 120 or something like that.
Recruits?
Yeah.
Really?
120. Okay. So they said every game this year they've had at least 100. So I'm like, well, that's a good problem to have.
Absolutely. And I was talking today, I dropped a video about the Florida State game. It's going to be the last home game.
Man.
I said I want the entire student section to be recruits.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah, that game that's gonna really tell a lot about like moving forward because it's like I think we'll handle business tomorrow against Arkansas, but these next few weeks, man, I mean, like our DBs, they gonna be tested. I mean,
for sure.
We got LSU, we got what's the name, Elite Neighbors from LSU.
Yes.
Elite Neighbors, Luther Burden from Mizzou, and then
Keon Coleman
from
Johnny
the
Wilson.
Well, I don't know what's up with him because I know he got hurt again.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he got hurt again. I don't know how long he's out, but yeah, him too.
Jaheim Bell, they got the teams are coming up.
I forgot about you. Dang.
Yeah, look, the teams he got coming up, man, got some
Yeah.
talent on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But so do we.
Yeah.
So do we with Ricky P. Eugene Wilson been balling.
Oh man, I was. It's crazy because like when he scored last week, I didn't want to get my hopes up too much.
Oh, I was going nuts.
Because I was going to I was going to tweet. I literally have in my draft. I said, give him the #1 next year immediately.
Oh yeah, I still think that's gonna be
Yeah.
that's right on the wall.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have the #1 for quite some time, which we've Ricky's been the last 2 years, but Eugene could be the guy for the next 2 to 3 years. So
And it's crazy because people looked at me crazy when I was like, yo, you got to get this Ricky guy last year from Arizona State, because like I'm an avid college football watcher in general. So I remember when I heard he was transferring, and I kind of looked at our receiver room, I was like, yo, we could use a Ricky. We could use a Ricky. And then when I saw him on that visit, I'm like, yeah, we got him. We got him. We got him. And then they gave him #1, and I was like, oh, he's like that.
Yeah.
He's like that. And he's been like that. He's going to stay like that. He's going to stay like that on Sundays too. So, yeah, Ricky P, he cold.
I'm excited to see. We've had him on the show a few times. Excited to see what his NFL career is going to look like. Obviously, he stayed.
Yeah.
He felt that his evaluation of him wasn't where it should be, and I feel like he's came back and has definitely upped up his value.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. I mean, we've all seen the catch of the year already.
Oh, yeah.
Which that alone just tells you all you need to know about Ricky Pearsall. And then like, I don't know if Gator fans, they watch like those like little documentaries they do, and he's like always on that jug machine, and I'm just like, that's that.
He's
that's
on.
that.
He's on it right now. Actually, I got an alert.
Yeah, that's that. So it's like, yeah, I mean, to me, like at first when he caught, I didn't know he caught it. So like I kind of sat down, and then when I saw he caught it and everybody reacted, I just stood over there, everybody like. I didn't know he caught it, so yeah, it was crazy seeing it live. It's just one of those things where it's like you had to be there, kind of like Tennessee games, like you had to be there.
Oh, I was up in the Champions Club for Tennessee. That's not a flex. I was just letting you know where I was sitting. I was just letting you know where I was sitting.
That's a spot. Yeah.
It was cool to see. I mean, because I had a bird's eye view and just. I've never seen a game like that. Usually, I'm in the stands, kind of, you're mushed in it. But seeing it from a bird's eye view, man, I just remember, like, I can't even remember the game. It was so loud. Right?
Yeah, it was rocking. Yeah.
It was paralyzing. I don't feel like it's going to be that loud on this Saturday. It's a noon game. It's tough to get that loud. But we need to get the W. We need to probably try to pull one from LSU Mizzou so that FSU game can be at night as well.
Yeah, I can't believe they gave us noon for the blackout, man. I can't believe
that. I mean, what are you going to do? Arkansas won 2 games. What's that?
It's crazy. So, like, I really don't look into our opponents until like the week of, and then I started like looking into Arkansas, and I was like, oh, they are going through it right now.
They're going through it.
I didn't realize that, and I was like, oh, because like everybody was saying at the beginning of the season, KJ Jefferson is going to be like a sleeper.
Heisman favorite,
sleeper,
or a runner, a front runner.
Yeah, front runner, and then like all this stuff's been happening. And I was like, oh, okay, well, at least we'll get this dub, be bowl eligible, and move on to Mizzou and then LSU, because like I said, them last 3 games, it seems like the last few years, it's like those last 3 games are just like
creeping on
brutal.
us.
It's just brutal, yeah.
It's so look kind of at Arkansas. I mean, they had that. They won 6 games last year, but they had a lot of fight, and they was like, look, they're turning over a new leaf.
Right.
Clearly, that hasn't been the case. Looks like Sam Pittman may be on his way out. But where are you staying at right now, man?
Orlando.
Okay, good stuff. Because you were in Charlotte for a bit.
So I was in LA and then New York, and then I moved back to Orlando earlier this year. So
How's that been?
It's been great. My family's house is like 5 minutes from me.
Great.
And it's just like, I mean, all I got to do is take one turn to get on the interstate to go here. And so, like, my first order of business when I moved back here was getting my season tickets. Because, like, I think the last few years, like, you go to 1 or 2 games, like, it's cool, but it just don't hit the same.
Sure.
So I got my season tickets this year, and I've been, pulling up here. My old roommates, they're 5th years now. So I've just been staying with them, saving money on a hotel and all that. I'm sure I'm going to have to invest next year. But yeah, it's been great just going to the games. Just like, I think the coolest thing, too, is like anytime I go back to Gainesville or outside the stadium, how it's crazy to me, like how many of these kids, like they just walk up to me and like, you're that guy. And it's like, it's mind-boggling to me still. And it's just like,
that's
wow,
too cool.
Like it's just me. I'm just the guy, but they're like, no. Like, we know you, and they ask for pictures. It's the most heartwarming thing ever. So like, it's really cool. Like this last year, I feel like has just been like a turnaround of turnarounds, and I've just been like healthier than ever. Like lost over like 50 pounds this year.
You look good, man.
Yeah, it's just been great. It's been great.
And I saw that on Twitter just before that I went live. What's the Charlotte thing? What was that? Charlotte Hornets posted your number?
Yeah. So
you going on the team? You balling? Let's talk to me.
I wish. I wish. But, yeah, it's like one of those things where they're like, we'll make a nice wallpaper for you. Just put your name and your number. And I was like, I'll give it a try for once. And it actually worked. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it.
That's cool.
So, yeah, no, I definitely plan on going to a couple Hornets games. Panthers are still a TBD because they got to win a couple more games for me to, fly up to Charlotte. I might go see them in Tampa, but But yeah, thankfully I'm at a point now where I can, travel how I please, how I want to, and stuff like that. So it's been great.
I watch you're a Charlotte fan, and all in all, it's been a struggle. I see your pain on social media, but yeah, you're loyal, which I respect.
Oh yeah.
So
all I need is one. Just give me one championship.
I feel that.
I'll be set like that. It's crazy. So like when the Panthers went to the Super Bowl in with Cam 2015. So our superintendent district from CMS. He at the time said, like, if we win, they will cancel school that Monday if we won. And Von Miller, it wasn't even Peyton Manning, it was Von Miller.
Oh,
he
yeah.
Just
that was not Peyton Manning's team.
Tore us to shreds.
That defense was elite.
Yeah, that was a long night. But, I mean, hey, that season alone, I mean, that's why it's crazy to me when, like, the NFL doesn't really acknowledge Cam like that because I'm like, y'all don't really understand, like, the impact Cam had on Charlotte. I'm not saying it was like Michael Vick, but it was in the ballpark.
Sure,
it was in the ballpark.
No, that's
so,
for sure. I think that's a respectable comparison to what he meant for the Charlotte fans. Clifford, man, tell me where they can find you so they can continue to follow. I mean, you're over 1 million on TikTok, right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, I mean, earlier this year, I mean, it just like spiked out of control. But it was crazy. I mean, the day I hit 1 million, my best friends were behind me, and I mean, I just started bawling. Like, it was just one of those things where it was like all those years of just like creating stuff.
Sure.
And yeah, once I hit that mill, it was unbelievable. But yeah, y'all can find me. I'm pretty much posting everywhere now. Like, I'm posting on Threads still, but yeah, my TikTok's obviously at Clifford. My IG is Clifford Taylor IV. My Twitter's Cliff Taylor IV. What is my Snapchat? Cliff Taylor IV as well. And Threads is just Clifford Taylor IV. So yeah, it's just been all over the place, just like posting nonstop. And then my YouTube is at the Clifford Show. So yeah.
Good stuff, Clifford, man. I tell you. Always good seeing you,
Absolutely,
Bubba.
Man.
You look great, man. Go Gators. I
Yes,
appreciate you, man. Thank you, Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to get that gear. You're good, man. Clifford Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure to talk to. He's such a ball of energy. I love talking to him, man. We started our relationship, what was it, last Utah game. We met up and did a little all-sports golf. I should have brought that up because I beat him. Should have reminded him that I took him to church. Happy to have all of you here. What's up, Mama? Chomp for life. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this beautiful afternoon. Happy Friday to you all before we head into Arkansas next week. They have this little, like, you guys know what I'm talking about, when you stand like on the circle thing and the camera goes rotating around you, right? Like, y'all seen that? It keeps scaring me because, like, I feel like it's just swinging around. Like, it catches my eye. Like, it's something being thrown at me. So if I keep flinching, that's why. Look, guys, it's an incredible event here. It's bumping. Awesome guests so far we've been able to talk to. It's been a blast getting to talk to. Hopefully they can give me some more. I'm kind of stuck in this little chair. Hell of a setup, too. This is what I always love about the Florida Victorious. I'm not a planner. Quick little rant before anybody gets over here. I'm like a planner, but not, right? I kind of just swing by my pants. All gas, no brakes. And there's pros and cons to that. The con is sometimes you leave your shit because you're just going 100 miles an hour. But the pro is I like to let things kind of unfold. And this right here was just, I showed up and I go, hey, this looks good. Can I use that? And this is probably one of the best sets I've ever had. Like, I'm going to start doing the show from here. Right? Things just work out. So shout out to the Florida Victorious for always having great events and great opportunities for me to be able to do these things. I enjoy them as a ton. So they're really, I mean, these things are really starting to crank up. They got food they're handing out. I know there's drinks. You may have to pay for the drinks. Getting to hang out with all these players. They're giving out raffles. They're selling gear. I mean, it's just everything you could want as a Gator fan to get to meet other Gators and the players and chit-chat is something special. So hopefully, again, we can get some more players on here, talk with a few more. I think Coach Shelley was supposed to stop by, Coach Todd Golden. Hopefully we can maybe talk to them, talk to Coach about our three-point percentage. Coach Shelley. About a repeat, 3-2-peat. It's a repeat, getting us back to the College World Series championship. Obviously that would be a fun one to get to. But getting ready for Florida versus Arkansas tomorrow, boys. Noon kickoff. I feel good about it. The buzz is here. People are already tailgating. RVs are already parked, already ready to rock and roll, locked and loaded. Obviously driving through Gainesville took me forever. And all these kids walking around, the buzz was insane. So I got the women's basketball team sitting right here. They're all chit-chatting, hanging out with one another. But let's see here. 4 Gators not playing tomorrow. Is that true? I know. So maybe that's what caused. I know Brandon Olson came by. We were chit-chatting earlier. He said that the spread went down to 3. It was like 5.5, went down to 3 possibly due to the fact that more people were out on top of Shamar James. I thought last on Wednesday night show we talked about some guys being questionable, like Tyreek Sapp was questionable. Now he may be out, which would not be fun. Not be fun. One linebacker, that sucks. Linebacker, D lineman, right? Starts to add up. It's no fun anymore. So we'll see. The UVA game from College World Series past season was memorable. Yes. The College World Series was a fun one to be a part of last year. That was a blast to watch. So we will see. We got the men's basketball, bro. There's some lengthy dudes, bro. They got 4 of them trying to stacked on top of this little circle thing here. I got to see how I can hop on this thing maybe afterwards, get a shot. I mean, look, this is something new too. I mean, this I would say out of all the Florida Victorious events that I've been to, they're all great. They have all been fun. I think this is the best setup. They've been at restaurants, things like that, and they're usually crowded because it's not just Gator fans, it's other people, and it's obviously a restaurant, right? So it's a little crowded. This is on the top deck of the baseball park. It's all theirs. They can do whatever they want. They've got comfy chairs. They've got the bar. It's all Gator, advertised. So you get a beautiful view. I mean, you guys see my view here of the baseball park. I mean, there's something special. Like, obviously, going into a football field is cool, but I'm a sucker. I'm a slut for just a baseball field like this. Like, this is a perfect date, in my opinion. You get to come to an open baseball field. It's beautiful. There's something just poetic about baseball, right, that I always love, even though my Braves suck. I'm a Brave slut for sure. Hopefully they didn't sell it in any gear. I definitely want to get one of those black hats before I go. Cam Jackson was too. Cam Jackson, that was the other D lineman. Yeah, I love that. That's great news. A lot of the guys being injured heading into tomorrow. That's fantastic. I love hearing that the day before the game. Not quite sure what's going on, what they're dealing with. Maybe they got beat up against that Georgia team. I mean, there's some dogs on who they're going against. So we'll see how this all plays out. We got about an hour left before they close this bad boy up. Hopefully we can get a few more. We got a little Gator dude over here hanging out. I'm kind of stranded here. You know what I mean? So sorry for you. I mean, you guys are used to hearing me talk, so this is easy for you guys. Maybe a noon kickoff, but we're gonna be rocking. I love it. Thunderclap Pack. Is Damian George out? I don't know. Excited about the basketball team this year. Hearing and reading good stuff. Ben, I couldn't agree more. The vibe for the basketball team is has been something for sure. This is awesome. Like a little kid dressed up like a little gator, and he's doing the little camera thing. Pretty fun to watch. Sorry you can't see it. Suck it. Let's see here. Let me see if I can get somebody. Jen. Hey, Jen. Sorry for the crowd shot there, boys. Hey, Jen. Anybody else? No, I don't. Anybody else that want to hop? Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Anybody. All right, she's going to get me a gymnast now. Finally, somebody my size. Somebody of normal height, thankfully. Gymnast, I don't know much about the gymnast stuff. I love gymnastics when it's on the Olympics. That's about as far as my knowledge goes with gymnastics. So I know we're good. So I'll do my best here to talk to them about gymnastics. I respect the hell out of the sport. It's an incredible sport. I love watching it. Again, come the Olympics time, I know that's kind of like I might make myself look like an idiot here, boys. Hey, I'm like, so what do you think about tomorrow's game? Talking to her, a gymnast. Basketball. I mean, I love me some basketball. I can go toe to toe with basketball. Softball. I can handle my own. Baseball, golf, gymnastics, soccer. You start to kind of start to lose it a little bit. But I know we're good. Like I said, I know we're good. I talked with a few last year as well, so they're awesome. They're all fun too. They're great personality. usually when they do come on. So should be a fun one. Let's see here. You might finally get your press pass, High Top. Probably not. Chomp for life. Probably not. No, as a matter of fact, I will not. It's yeah. I bite my tongue there. Florida Victorious doesn't have. It's not on Florida Victorious to give me a pass. They've tried. It's not on them. It's the Gators who won't give me a pass. I don't know why. Could you imagine? Hear me out. Right. This is what I pitched. This setup, like this, Pat McAfee style, on the Gator sidelines. I don't need anything. Just give me a plug, Coach. And I'll bring maybe these shirts if I can bring them. If not, just give me a plug. That's it. Plug, and then I can bring 2 people on, and I'll figure out the rest. You won't even know that I'm there. You know what I mean? I think it'd be fantastic. I feel like they're missing out on an opportunity there, but who am I, right? Who am I? I think it would be fun. Now, obviously, what do they need me to stream on the sidelines for? I don't know. You know, you got Colorado doing it in there. You're obviously, it's free marketing. That's how I look at it. But, you know, maybe next time. Maybe next time. We want Trinity. They know better than to let Sheldon on that press room. That's true. That's true. Gators by a milli. Let's do a subscriber flag football game. Ooh. Well, that would be a big football game if all the subs showed up. Wiley Gator got a humanity stands with Israel. Oh, okay. Didn't see it. At least you gave a chance. You probably instantly love it, but hey. Look, I would love to. They just won't. They don't want me in the press room. Look, again, I probably, probably a good reason I'm not in the press room. So, be asking questions. They're like, Sheldon, you can't ask that. I'm like, all right, that's my bad. Yeah, imagine Polo Dave in the press room, burn the place to the ground. You can't be having that. You know what I mean? Polo Dave was on a whole other level on Wednesday night. You can't have that. You know, Polo Dave send him through. Boys and girls. I'm running out of things to ramble about. How's Arkansas line at 3.5? Snicker burrito. We were just talking about that. I think that has a lot to do with the injuries that happened. I was actually talking with Brandon Olson. God forbid Brandon Olson swung back by. I could sling him on. We were talking. What's up, Bozeman? Please. High noon? Yeah, high noon's fine. High noon? Yeah. Oh, White Claw, whatever. Seltzer, yeah. Bozeman's the man, bro. Bozeman is. I gotta get. There he is. I was just bitching about you. I was like Brandon Olsen. I was like, God forbid he walked back by. I can bring him on, and then literally like 30 seconds ago. So this is perfect. Slide. We're live. Hey, Brandon Olsen from Locked On Gators.
What's up?
Can you give us the intro?
You want me to do the whole intro?
A reminder, you can cuss. I don't know last time though.
That's my favorite part about doing this.
Yeah.
I get to just let it fly.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been cussing the whole time. I was talking to Nate Bear. I think I dropped a few shits, and it is what it is. You know, when you want your show, I guess you can do what you want.
If you're not cussing, you're not trying.
That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know what? It is what it is. Here we are, all the way from New York City.
Yes, sir.
So what made you come down for this game?
All eligibility. Fun trip. Just got back from Brazil, so I was like, you know what? Time to come down to Florida.
Brazil? What we got going on? Little vacation?
We were there for 2 weeks. My girlfriend's from there, so we went to Jesse Auburn.
Good stuff. Little family trip then.
Yeah, there was like 20 people there. It was like a hectic experience. Destroyed my feet. Tried playing soccer barefoot. I was just like, I could be like them.
I think you're gonna get the boot to a gymnast. Do you, Mike?
That's fair. You no problem at all.
We'll get you back on in just a minute.
Oh yeah, I'm chilling.
Thanks, Brandon. How are you? There we go. Leanne, were you here? You were here last year, right?
I was here last year.
You make bows?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got them on my shoes.
There they are. I interviewed. Do you remember me?
Yeah.
If you don't, yeah,
I remember like 3 of us were like standing in a row at the table.
Yes. How have you been?
Remember that. I'm good.
Good?
Yeah. I'm just getting back into the swing of practicing with the team since I just came back from the World Championships.
Yes.
In October. So
How was that?
it was a lot of fun. It was one of my biggest goals after the NCAA season.
Sure.
So to just flip the switch and start doing my elite routines and during the summer, I did Classics Championships, and I was really fortunate to go to Belgium for Worlds.
That's awesome. You're an absolute beast. We talked about that when you were on the show before. How so? And again, it kind of the bows. I remember because you make them. That's your own company, right?
Yes.
How has that been since we last talked? Has it grown, or is it about the same, or?
I think it's growing for sure.
Cool.
Like so many more people. Like we have new customers. Even my teammates are wearing them. Coaches,
Awesome.
So everyone's been super supportive. I've actually expanded the company to Leos that I've been doing, and now I have T-shirts. So I have
Look
like
at you.
a heat press in my dorm, and yep, I'm doing it all now.
He pressed at your door. You're cranking them out in the dorm room. I love it. Well, I'm glad that you've had success since the last time. I'm still me. So that's awesome to hear. Yeah, I know you as well. I was excited. I saw you walk in, and I was like, hopefully I get to chat to you and see how things are going. So what's the goal for the team this year?
I mean, it's definitely to win a national championship, which
Yeah,
is so close.
so
the past
close
2
last year.
years,
It was
and
10th to a point. I was talking with Nate, right?
Yep, just one more stuck landing.
It's wild how it can come down to just
I
something
know,
that small.
So close, but
Man. And so after, I mean, so are you a senior this year then?
I'm a junior. This
Junior.
year.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we got one more year of you then,
Yeah,
right?
2 more.
2 more. Oh, so this year plus 1 more, right?
Junior and then senior, so 2 more.
So okay, so 2 more. So
Yeah.
well, we're blessed then to have you come back and
Thank
continue
you.
to dominate. What is the goals? I mean, just for the next 2 years for you, World Championships, Olympics? Is that something
Yeah.
that's on the timeline for you?
Yeah, it still is a goal, but right after the elite season, now I'm kind of focused on NCAA.
Sure.
So it just goes back and forth. So now I'm just trying to take the downtime and kind of just figure out what I need during the NCAA season
Okay.
to be ready for the Olympics. So
Okay, so so the Summer Olympics start in February, right?
it's like June, July.
June, July. Okay, sorry,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that time.
Okay, so now how does I'm kind of new to this. How does that work? Is that something that you say yes, I'm going to go try and do, or is there an invite, or obviously you have to go qualify, right? Or have you qualified? How would that work?
Yeah, the first step would just be going to championships after the NCAA season.
Okay.
So that's when you make the U.S. national team.
Okay.
And then from there, they invite the U.S. national team and maybe some others to the Olympic trials.
Okay, so just so I'm aware, once you guys win the NCAA Women's Gymnastics Championship, then you're going to head to championships, qualify for the team, and then go win a gold medal. That's the timeline that I'm tying.
That's the goal. That's the goal for sure.
So when do you sleep is my question then. Because if you're making bows, we're at championships. Do you take naps, or just kind of you sleep when you're standing?
Naps have not really been my thing. I like to be super productive during the day. Of course, sometimes that doesn't happen, but that's my goal. My mom definitely does a lot of the manufacturing for me.
Okay.
So she has a big role in my company as well. So I kind of just put gymnastics in school first, and then when I have some free time, then I'm like, okay, let's go do the business.
When you do.
Yeah, let's go do some stuff. And I don't know, I just like finding new projects. I actually bedazzled my Nike swoosh on my shoes.
I love it. Can you pull it up on the?
Yeah. So we have the bows. Oh, can you see?
There we go.
The
Yep. There's the bow that she makes, and then the bedazzle.
And then the side.
She's not very flexible.
I'm like, it was pretty high.
Like, come on, do a front flip or something. What are we
I
doing here?
know.
So when does the season start then for you all?
It starts in January.
Okay.
So we just had our first inter squad of this season today,
Okay.
and then we have one in November at the gym again.
Explain that, inner squad.
Inter squad is like when this whole team splits up into 2 teams.
Okay.
And then we all do all 4 events. And today was fun. We got to create our own lineups instead of the coaches creating the lineups. So we put who was first to 6th. And
Sure. So it's like your own orange and blue then. Your own orange and blue
yes, just
matchup.
like that.
Okay.
But it's just earlier in the season, so we're not doing like full routines. We're doing like skills and like half routines. But then there's one in November, and then there's a December one, and then we have the hype night.
Okay, and so what's cool about, like, why is it so fun for you to put your own 6 together? Just that it makes it more competitive, you're more involved, plus you're doing the event as well?
Yeah, it definitely just gives you another role. Like, you're
Okay.
not only competing in the spot that you're given, but you get to interact with the group and the team and figure out what
Sure.
order the team.
It's like coaching, it's a more,
like kinda
more
similar
team
coaching
involvement.
role.
Because
Yes.
again, gymnastics is it's a team sport,
Yeah.
but when you're performing, it's very you're individual, you're by yourself.
Yes.
Right, and then obviously the score comes together, so it allows for you guys to work together. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting stuff. So season starts in January, so you'll have a nice little, I guess, break is what you're some downtime is what you're
trying to do the downtime right now.
is what you're referring to it as.
Yeah.
How has this NIL? I mean, we talked last time when we spoke before. It was just things were just getting started in the NIL. I don't think anybody had a true idea of how it could play out or what it could be. How's it been for you? I mean, you have your own bow program, which you wouldn't even be able to probably do
exactly.
without the NIL. But outside of that, how has it been for you so far?
It's been really good. I'm super grateful for NIL because, like you said, without NIL, I wouldn't be able to have my business and be able to have a college education and be doing elite gymnastics. Because like before, you either had to choose, like you either had to go to college or you could go pro. So I'm really grateful to be able to do both.
Sure.
But most recently, the Florida Victorious NIL deal with the whole gymnastics team was really cool. I heard that you guys have like 8 teams for UF. So we're really excited to be a part of this NIL deal.
Good stuff. That was something we were talking to with Aaliyah on the basketball, how it is more like, again, it's not just individual based, that your entire team is getting to benefit from the NIL deal, which is what the Florida Victorious is bringing, that everyone is getting to reap the benefits of everyone's success, which is fantastic. Well, where can they find you? Where can they find your social media, the bow company? How can they continue to keep up with you when you're not on the mat?
I'm definitely most active on Instagram.
Okay.
My main account is Leanne, Leanne .WONG and then underscore.
Sure.
And then my other account is Leanne Wong Boutique, and then BOWTIQUE. And then I have my website, LeanneWongBoutique.com, where I sell all of my bows and apparel. But yeah.
Awesome. Well, Leanne, pleasure meeting and getting to talk with you again. This is great. I'm glad I got to come full circle.
I'm glad to be here and to see all of the fans who are like, I see you every Friday night.
It's really cool to get to connect with them on a different level, right? And it's fun for us. Again, we see you perform with it, but then see you as a person as well. So I was telling everyone, like, it's great to finally sit next to someone who's my size. I was sitting as basketball players the whole time. I'm like, hey, man, how's it going? So thank you for making me feel normal again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leanne. Appreciate you. Whew, awesome stuff, man. That's great. So obviously, I mean, you guys heard we were talking with Leanne. She was on the show over a year ago, and now we get to reconvene there. We got Jack Caglianone and the baseball boys here going just bananas. Bro, buddy's got a mullet for days. I got to be honest with you. We'll see if we can get him on here and chit-chat. Obviously, he's a dog, bro. You can tell, bro. He's a fucking animal, dude. Bro, baseball players are fucking big, too, bro. Hey, you're the man, dude. Quick, hey, Bozeman, your nuts are in the shot. Can you squat? No, just squat. Come, I want to say thank you. Bozeman got me a little boozy here and also got the cord. So shout out to Bozeman, longtime subscriber, my best bet guy. Love you, big guy. They can't hear you. I think I'm gonna try to get Jack before I get Brandon. If I can get Jack Caglianone, that'd be great. Can you get Jack for me? Can we get his Jack? Sometimes that's what you want. What's up, buddy? Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, let me sit down. I don't want to be taller than you. What's going on, man? Nice to meet you. I'm Sheldon.
Jack,
yeah, how you doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Watched you guys kick ass last year in the World Series in that run. That was something special.
Yeah.
You can tell. Right. Real quick with High Top Sports, bro, we let it fly. Just to give you a preference of kind of how we run this, I have the photo of you flicking off the Miami guy on a T-shirt. All right, so that's kind of the energy that we're running here. So don't be afraid to let it fly. All right, you can have it. Now you got to be careful if Coach comes after you after the fact, but you ain't got to worry about impressing me.
I gotcha. No, I mean, yeah, Omaha was great. It was a great experience with the team. You know, probably the best group of guys I've been around.
Sure.
For sure. Definitely didn't end the way that we wanted it to, and it just kind of made us hungrier, you know, for this coming year. Everybody's really excited. We're putting in a lot of hard work here in the fall, and I think we got a really great group, and I think, you know, obviously our end goal is to get back to that game, and I think, you know, we'll do just that.
I saw you guys. I mean, you guys are the rowdy bunch. I mean, as soon as y'all showed up, it was it was noticeable. I mean, as baseball players, y'all guys are always a blast and fun to be around. And you guys you're practicing here early, a little BP, right?
Yeah, you know, we didn't scrimmage today just to save the arms for Sunday against Stetson.
Is that game 1 Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
At 2 o'clock. I think we're playing two scrimmages. One's an 8 inning, one's a 7 inning.
Okay, so just scrimmages then.
Yeah, just exhibitions against Stetson.
Okay, so when's the season start then? February, January?
Mid-February, yeah.
Mid-February, okay, yeah. We got a school in St. Augustine, Flagler College.
Yeah.
Yeah, smaller school, so I always
played there.
Yeah, it's great school, great little stadium there. It's fun to go watch some games there for sure. So what's your plan for this year, man? What's your goals? What do you have in mind? Obviously, getting back to the World Series, SEC Championship, but for you individually, what are you hoping to accomplish?
Really just enjoying it. This could be, possibly the last time I'm around a group of guys that are working for one common goal.
Is that a hint that hey, like MLB is coming? Possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just, yeah. Maybe.
I'm just trying to enjoy my time, man.
No. I hear you. Look.
You got me all messed up.
No, I'm sorry. I told you, bro. We sent it out here, man. Look, I get it, man. You're doing phenomenal things on the baseball field. So obviously, I'm sure. Have you speaking to the MLB? Obviously, I don't know how much you can talk about it if you want to talk about it. But you got guys talking to you, scouts. Are they allowed to talk to you?
Yeah, I mean, they're always at our practices.
Okay.
There's a bunch of them during the scrimmages and everything like that. Me and along with basically every other guy who's come through here that didn't sign out of high school, they'd talk to probably a bunch of them as well. We'll meet with them at some point. I'm not sure when that is or anything, but I know we'll sit down, talk to them, kind of see what they have to say,
Sure.
answer their questions, and
Sure.
really just kind of get to know everybody.
Who's your favorite team growing up?
The Rays.
The Rays.
Oh, yeah.
You from that area?
I'm from Tampa, yeah.
Oh, okay. Tough run there in the playoffs. I'm a Braves fan, so look, I'm in the same boat, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad the team that beat them won it.
Yeah, the Rangers. Yeah, good. That was awesome. Great for
Yeah.
them, first time ever.
Yeah.
So that was really cool to see that.
Especially with like Dane Dunning,
Yeah.
former Gator. He takes World Series. It's kind of bittersweet when they beat the Astros because Kyle Tucker went to my high school. I trained with him in the offseason.
Really?
So, he's doing great things in the game. He's, probably about to make a boatload of money. But
So do you care where you get drafted? I mean, it's always a question, right? Nobody really cares where they get drafted because it's getting drafted. But if you had to choose, outside of the Rays being your favorite, where's a great organization just from your perspective? Like, hey, they do things great here. I would be a great fit here from your perspective right now.
Well, since you eliminated me saying anything about the Rays, the Yankees spring training team in Tampa, so it'd be cool to stay there. No, I mean, just to have the opportunity to even be in that place is just great. Is great, and I'm very grateful to kind of be in the conversation. But I just really try not to pay attention to any of that and just go out there and play hard for these guys, and hopefully make it back to Omaha, not be on the other end of it at the end of it all. But that's really where I'm trying to get at, and that's where my mind's at. And I'm sure, I'm not sure, I'm pretty positive that's where everybody else's minds are at.
Yeah. Look, I feel like kind of where your head's at, like, again, just watching you guys interact, just trying to have some fun, be a kid. I feel like, we watching you guys play on such a big level, and again, like, when you're a beast. I mean, right? So we forget that sometimes you guys, I said you guys are kids. I'm 30, so I can call you kids, but you guys are young adults, right? It's just fun for you. You get to enjoy it and really kind of just soak it all in because something like this is something special that goes by like that. And, 10, 15 years from now, like, man, this team was cool. It was a great time. It was a great atmosphere. I do want to talk to you a little bit about NIL. How's that been for you and working with Florida Victorious? Is that something new for you? And how's that been?
Yeah, I mean, University of Florida and Florida Victorious have really kind of made it a point to kind of be up at the top with the front runners for the whole NIL deal. It's so new to everybody. It's, you're still figuring out kind of how things operate, and it's definitely interesting. It's a lot different, you get a free thing of clothes or something. It's all this little stuff. And then
Sure.
Obviously, like, the money aspect of everything, it's different because when I was coming into college, the last thing I was expecting was, any of this to really be possible.
Yeah.
And it started my freshman year, and nobody really took advantage of it just because it's so new. No one really knew, like, what it was or what was going on.
Sure.
And, no, I mean, Florida Victorious is doing a great job hosting events like these, really getting, the fans to really kind of know who we are as people aside from who we are on the field. And, yeah, I mean, it's been great working with them.
Absolutely. I got to ask. I mean, I don't know how much you can tell me. Flipping off the Miami player. Walk me through what's going on through the mind. Like, I want to be in the head of Jack Caglianone, right? In that moment, yeah. we hit a dinger. It's fired up. It's a rivalry team, right? You hate them. I love it. You come across, we're breaking the U across, and the passion's there, yeah. Right? Talk to me, like, do you just go red?
I mean, so the umpires and everything, you know, you can't really do a whole lot. It's like there's a fine line you can't really cross. Sully made it very adamant to us, you know, not to say anything because the home run that, you know, he hit before, he made sure, you know, to stand on it and kind of show up our pitcher. We don't really do that. We don't really mess with that, especially when you have a captain like BT behind the plate last year. He really holds it down, and, you know, to kind of do what I did was really in the back of my mind hearing don't say a word. So I didn't say a word, and it was kind of just what popped into my mind. You know, regretted it the moment I did it, obviously, but –
and look, we're
Miami.
We're humans, man. I think like I love it, man. Like I'm busting you a little bit because it is, as a fan, like nobody hated it, but I also know that there's a little repercussions. Like, hey, man,
you can't be doing that.
You can't be doing it because you represent something bigger than yourself. But it's a passionate game, man, and that's all that was. Like you said, it was just your passion came out, and I think there's a line of respect. Like I said, I love it, but I understand that there has to be. And again, when they're standing on it and kind of showing off, it's like, no, like you're not gonna do this to the boys.
Not our place.
Not here, not here. I loved it, man. I think the passion, the team, the love of from what you can tell, it's something special to watch, and I'm excited to watch you guys get it done this year. I was going nuts last year watching you guys in the World Series. It was what's up, big guy? Look at this guy. I'm just here hanging out. But Jack, man, look, this has been a pleasure. Tell them where they can find you, where they can follow you on social media and Instagram, things like that.
Yeah, Instagram's Jack.Caglianone, Twitter's Jack_Caglianone, and that's really all I use. I'm too young for Facebook.
Score prediction for tomorrow? You going to the game?
Yeah, I'm going to the game.
Cool.
Gators by a smooth millie.
That's what we say on the channel all the time, bro. Bro, you're fitting right in. I promise you, bro. We're sending it. Gators by a millie. That's it.
I'm going to say 30-13.
I love it. Jack, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Go Gators.
Yes, sir. Go Gators.
See you, Bubba. There you go, man. Yeah, man. That was a blast. Bro, buddy was trying to hold on to it, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, if I would have had a few more of these, bro, who knows what would have happened. Oh, man, I didn't want to tell him I call him Big Cock Jock. Can you imagine? This is good stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of taking it all in. We got a lot of guys here now. Everybody's kind of hanging out. See if we can get Brandon Olson back on here. Or maybe anybody. I don't see any of the coaches. Bozeman's trying to get a photo with Jack. Bro, he's fucking huge, bro. The guy's a fucking tower, dude. It makes me look like a Matchbox toy. You know what I mean? That's what we're working with here. Bro, it's unreal. Like what are these kids eating? You know what I mean? Like I don't get it. Do not get it. Appreciate y'all hanging on here. Yeah, you guys could have had a hard time hearing Leanne. I had a feeling. She spoke very low. That's a handsome dude. Bro, he's a stud. That's hilarious. They got Jack over here signing babies and shit. Yeah, what's up, baby? How are you, man? Been chased.
Live right now?
Yeah, well, you know how we do the drill, baby.
We are live here in Gainesville, Florida. I'm gonna put my glasses on.
Still with the Dion shades on?
Yeah, little stunner shades with these. These are my go-tos.
How
long have you been live for? Are people?
We got 88. We had 100 people in here. When Jack was here, we were bumping. Then you came on the show.
Listen, if I didn't have this job right now, I would have to learn from you how to do all this because I was going to do this across the country for round 2 of my road trip.
Oh, that would have been incredible. I would have loved to have been able to.
I'm going to have to come hang out at your place and learn how to do this just in case.
I have no clue what I'm doing, but you're more than welcome to come over and hang out.
Are you having fun?
That's true. That is the most important.
At the end of the day, as long as you're having fun, that's what matters, man. I'll tell you, man, when I'll tell you something that I don't tell a lot of people on my road trip. You know, I went to 77 games and I met some people that do kind of the same work, or not work, but they just do it. And there was a guy on there that I met, and he's like, yeah, like game 7 or 8, great guy. Hey, you're gonna have people that hate on you, and I was like, oh, this guy, let's get photos at each game. Yeah. And then he lied to my face. I know I'm giving you guys some tea right now, but anyways.
What? Wait. Lied about what?
About like how many games he went to. He was trying to like one up me.
Got it.
Yeah, but you know, it's one of those things where like on my road trip, the heart of it was that nothing brings people together more than college football, more than college sports, specific college football, and that's all I cared about at the end of the day. It wasn't about the number of games. It was about telling stories, meeting good people, and it's just funny to see how people will try to bring you down. So
it's crazy.
If you're listening to this and you're pursuing something, whether it's education, sports, medicine, being a creator, like sometimes the best thing you can do, put the blinders on and build, and then the noise won't be there. I don't know why I came on here and talk about that, but
hold on. This is why I got goosebumps. I've been going through it for the last few days because the comments have been beating me up, been roasting me, and I've been in my head, kind of questioning and just a little frustrated because the comments have been negative. And I was trying to figure out. I was listening to the Bible on the way here, and I was like, I need something to get me out of this funk. And you sit down and tell me that story, and then go, you don't have no clue why you said it. I think we know why you said it. I appreciate you coming on and telling me that, man. That was huge. That was wild.
You know, sometimes it's, you know, divine intervention, and sometimes it's just timing. I'll tell you, one of my friends, she's in the creator space, in the NIL space, and she did a TikTok video, and TikTok is its own world.
Sure.
About, you know, this year, 2023, has been the year of the woman, because a lot of NIL deals, a lot of opportunities have happened, and it went. And she highlighted, I don't know if you saw the Nebraska-Wisconsin volleyball.
Yeah, crazy. 90,000 sold the whole stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, that was different. So that was like the Nebraska watch party at 90,000.
Sorry.
But no, you're good. Nebraska-Wisconsin was number 1 versus number 2, and the viewership on ESPN was like 1.2 million. It was like, that's a lot.
Yeah, sure.
And she made a video about it and told the story, and it's like, you know, you give this, when you give athletes, men, women, the opportunity to just give them on the platform, people are going to watch.
Sure.
And that was what the video was about. And she texted me the other day. She's like, I'm getting so much hate and like yada yada in the comments. And I said, listen, sometimes you just got to keep it moving. Like, you're going to get those comments and those, and the crazy, she had so much hate on her one video, just amplifying the joy and the success of that event, that people were trying to cancel her whole account.
Wow.
She woke up the next day, and her entire feed, which is a NIL focused TikTok, was flagged for something. Like, and I told her, listen, like, when you put yourself out there and you do something that people like draws emotion, and I'm very critical of people, honestly, when it comes to creating content. You do great. Not critical. I look with a different eye because I've done it now.
Sure.
And I said, you were just telling the truth. You're doing, like, you're going to have people that hate you in the comments. Like, it gets toxic. It gets in your head.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this about my road trip. I had people DM me one time and say, hey, like, you spent the night at your house, one night of your road trip. Does that cancel the road trip? Does that, like, end the road trip? I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I spent 100 nights in my car, yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. Anyways, but I'm glad that I don't want you – you're killing it, man.
Appreciate that.
And, you know, as someone that works for the UAA, you know, I can't comment and like sometimes it drives me crazy that I can't be myself
Sure.
on social. But that's part of the job. And sometimes I'll text you or swole requests and other people in the Gator sphere, just my thoughts on things. And I try to if I see something hey, that was cool. Or I'll text, hey, like there was that whole, like, Gator canceling on 3 things, and I texted you. I didn't know what was going on. It's hard to keep up. But I just want you to know, and the Gator fans to know, I can't read the comments from over here. Like, it's an exciting time here in Gainesville. And
my mom says, Ben, you're the man.
Hi, Mom.
No, it's
but
look,
just keep building, man.
Yeah.
And if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right.
Sure. I think it's because, again, what I love about this and why I started is I get to be myself, right? That's the best thing there is, and I continue to be myself. And sometimes myself frustrates people or upsets people. And right now, when the Gators lose, people aren't happy. And where it came from was, we were questioning a few things and just having a dialogue, and the comments are like basically, coming after. And I have to understand that people have their opinions about it too, but when it's compounding at times, and it's easy to kind of get in your head, like you said, and it sucks. And I usually do a pretty good job of not reading the comments and not
want to come on the show
and not getting too distracted. But sometimes you get lost in the sauce. So
my last thing, and I'm gonna let. What's your name? Charles. I'm gonna let Charles hop on the show.
Absolutely.
If that's okay.
Yo,
Charles,
absolutely.
Last thing, be yourself, because at one point I was trying to do Disney YouTube videos. And my mom, dad, aunt, and uncle all worked at Disney, and I worked at Disney.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, this is a layup. But I couldn't fake it.
Sure.
Like, and that's when I was like, I made like a few, and they did pretty well, like numbers-wise. But I was just, it doesn't matter, because I couldn't hold my breath long enough to fake it all the way through.
Got it.
So you guys are crushing it. I think you from like an engagement standpoint, and I can't read it from here, but like, every time I see your show live, there's always people chiming in.
Yeah,
if you're listening
nuts
right now, smash the like button.
There it is, Ben.
Hit the subscribe
We got 126
button.
near strong
126.
now. Yeah.
Share it.
2 hours long.
Shout out to the team. High Top Sports, we're here. And I'm going to get my guy on here.
Charles.
If that's cool. Charles, you want to hop on? All right.
Ben, thanks, Bubba. Good seeing you, buddy. Go Gators. Yes, sir, boy. What's up, big man?
Good, it's good.
Good. Do you remember me?
Yeah, I do.
You've been on here before.
Yeah.
You remember we went to the restaurant?
Yeah.
So have you signed any like MLB deals since I've seen you last, or what's up? Talk to me.
It's good.
Yeah.
School's going good.
School's going good?
Yeah, the Florida Gators are good at football. Well, the Gators. I think that the Gators are doing great, but I think Big Des needs to step out because he's like huge.
Sure.
And he needs to get outside of that pocket and go up through the A gap. So that's what I think, man.
Charles dropping knowledge. Hey, you realize, I don't know if you know what this means, but that's going to get clipped and put all over the internet. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so because Big Des is going to hear that. Anybody else you wanted to give some advice to while we're here?
Well, I want to give some advice to Graham Mertz.
Hear me? Yeah.
When there's like rushers coming in,
Sure.
he needs to get outside that pocket and throw the ball. Yeah, or running it up the middle where he's at.
Step up into the pocket and sling it to Ricky Pearsall, right?
Sling it, yeah.
Okay.
And
go ahead.
And Ricky Pearsall, his catch on the Charlie game was ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Did you get a shirt? Did you get a Ricky Pearsall?
No, I wasn't at that game because I had a hurt left knee.
What happened to your knee?
I kind of sprained it. I don't know. I was at my football game on Saturday, and I just probably tweaked it. And it was during halftime. We were sitting on the bench, and then I had to get up. And my knee, I couldn't walk on it.
You good now, though, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, what position you play in football?
I play 2 tackles and
left and right tackle on offense.
And on offense, I played fullback.
Okay.
I play fullback, right guard,
okay,
and left guard. And left guard.
Any defense?
I said I played the tackles.
Oh, you're on the edge. Sorry, you're playing on the edge then.
No, I play on the tackles that go over the guards.
Oh, okay. The D line. So you have all the right then to give Big Des advice. You know exactly what you're talking about then. That's your role.
Yeah.
Okay, you play baseball too. You got a baseball jersey on?
Yes.
Yeah. What do you play in baseball?
I play catcher, first base, and then I hit fourth.
What's your batting average?
I don't know from last year. So I'm actually done with baseball this fall,
Okay.
but I'm going to in the spring.
What grade are you?
I'm in third.
How are you so cool as a third grader? How'd that work out?
It's just you gotta put in an effort
Yeah.
you just gotta put in an effort of your grades.
Uh-huh.
You gotta the rule of Pop Warner is in Pop Warner you gotta have good grades. So I try to keep it above 2.0.
For your grades?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What are your grades?
I got all A's and 1 B.
All A's and 1 B. Oh, you're killing it then. What's your favorite subject?
I would say reading.
Reading. Okay. You got a lot of friends, Charles? I feel like you're just the coolest kid in class. You got to be, right?
I don't have a lot of friends.
Well, I'll be your friend, Charles.
That's good.
You got a little brother too, don't you? Or older brother?
Older brother.
He was, yeah. Well, how old is he?
10.
10?
He's turning 11 in January.
So he was on. I think he was on the show last time too, right? You guys were at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were at that place after the football game.
Before the football game, yeah, the day before.
Yeah.
How has this been for you getting to meet all the fans, or all the? I mean, I'm a fan of you, but meeting all the players.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. Who did you? I see you got signed. Who signed your jersey?
It's a lot, but.
Can I look at it? Let me see here. Did you get Jack Caglianone? Oh, that is a lot. You're right. Never mind. I can't even read half of them.
I did get Jack.
You did get Jack?
No, I didn't.
Well, you get Jack.
Because he was talking to everybody
That
else.
doesn't say you let him know that you're Charles and that you need to get your jersey signed.
No. He was talking to everybody else, so I wanted to.
Oh,
wait.
you'd be respectful. That's why you're so cool. So who do you give credit to your coolness? Is it your mom, dad, or your older brother? Or are you just born with it, like Maybelline?
I'm just. It's my mom, actually. I'm a mama's boy.
Yeah? I love that. I'm sure she'll love to hear that. She here?
Yeah, she's over there.
She's here. She's your mama's boy. What's your favorite football team? NFL.
NFL Chiefs.
Chiefs? You Patty Mahomes or Travis Kelce guy?
I'm kind of both.
Okay.
Because of Taylor Swift. She's my favorite singer.
You a Swiftie?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah? You can say you a Swiftie?
Yeah.
Favorite T Swift song?
Welcome to New York.
Charles, you're the man, dude. I appreciate you. Hey, thank you for coming back by.
And can I give one more advice to one player?
Oh, Charles, you could sit here all day giving advice. I've got plenty. I'm not going anywhere. Go ahead. Cam Jackson.
Cam Jackson. I just want to give a pleasure to him because I actually want to give two players out a good job.
Okay.
Cam Jackson, 1. He got humongous sacks. Humongous.
Sure.
He gets in the backfield all day.
Love me some Cam.
Just like me.
Just like you. That's your he's your inspiration then.
Yeah.
On Saturdays.
And I want to give a big shout out to Graham Mertz. The Georgia game. It was tough.
Tough.
Playing the #1 team, and we're not ranked, but that guy can run. He is fast.
He was scrambling. That's your mama right there?
Yeah.
Well, tell your mama that I love her for having you because you're amazing, and thank you, Charles, for coming on this. Dude, hey, you're welcome on my show. It's your show now. I don't know if you know that or not, but you'll get that later on. But I thank you, man. I'm glad you came back by and stopped by. I'm glad I got to meet you again. Hopefully, you'll continue to come to these events, and I'll get to talk to you as you get older. And you're gonna play for the Florida one day, right? Eventually.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yes.
You're 8.
3rd grade. Yeah, 8.
8. So we've got about 10 years then. So I'll see. So we'll reconvene in 10 years when you're playing for the Gators. Is that fair? I mean, we'll talk before then, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to give a big shout out to Big Dez for last year against that green team, whatever. He just laid that kid out. He just picked him up by the jersey, then put him on the other side.
Manhandled him.
Yeah.
You're the man, bro. Can we get a handshake?
Sure.
What do you want to do? Look a second. No. Look. Ready? Then come. No. And then blow it up. All right.
Okay.
All right. You're the man, Charles. Thank you, bud. Be good,
You're
buddy.
welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was the greatest interview of all. Like, are you kidding me? I'm glad. Look at that. Your first day. Bozeman signs up and wins on the first day. He's just a lucky son of a bitch. That's why he gambles. Was that not the greatest interview of all time? Was that not the most elite interview? Bro, I'm shook. That was better than all the interviews tonight. It wasn't even close. Bro, that guy was a legend. No, I'm good. Thank you. I'll get it in a minute. I'll get it in a second, yeah. I should have offered him a drink, no? Wow. What an interview. I'm so like lost at what I just witnessed there. I think we're going to shut it down, guys. What time is it? Yeah, it's about time to shut it down. Beautiful night here in Gainesville, boys and girls. It's crispy cold, which I love. This is why I love me some Gainesville, man. You can kind of just get away, get to the center of Florida, get night crispy coldness. But, guys, be good. Thank you for all that hung out. Love you guys. Mama, Chris, best cast on the net, period. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate you guys. You guys are always great, man. I love you guys for always hanging out and tuning in and subscribing, as always. And shout out to Ben Chaser coming on and just dropping, some gospel on us while we're here, boys and girls. Never know what your reason is and why you're at some place until you're there. So thankful I came today. Thankful again to Florida Victorious. If you guys want to sign up for Florida Victorious, use the code HIGHTOP. Again, shout out to them and Jen and Nate Barbera for allowing me to have this opportunity to be here tonight, guys. And shout out to Mike Bozeman. Get me refreshments, having the code or the cord. You can't beat it, guys. Smash the like button. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9:30 live for our College Game Day show. Be there or be square. You guys be good. Good night. We'll see you.